What's been the most unique thing that you've either collected yourself or have sold?
Bernie Williams jockstrap.
Bernie Williams jockstrap. What's going on today, guys? It's Tyler here from Tom Card Hits. We're at the Winter Extravaganza here in White Plains, New York. Super excited to make some deals. Without further ado, guys, let's get right to it. So we're looking at the Kit Fisto on-card auto here, Zach Jensen who plays him. We're thinking about it. We're going to look up some comps and see if we can get a good deal done. What's the best that you can do on this here?
Well, 15.
15? Yeah, I saw one out of 75 do $12. Can you maybe any? You want to do 8?
For you? Yeah.
Yeah? Appreciate it. What was your name, man?
Jim.
Jim, great to meet you. Tyler.
Thank you, Tyler. Yeah. I started setting up probably 21, but I've been going to the show since I was 12 years old. This show in particular, 12 years old. Yeah.
So that, and then we got some sealed Pokemon in here too, and a few slabs. Nothing too crazy, but
The Pokemon's, I mean, I'll definitely take a look at it.
2 basketball slabs here too. Kobe rookie, you know.
Kobe. But I would take these.
Okay.
What do you got as a number on those? I believe these are around 40.
So they've been kind of going up a little bit as of recent. These were all pulled from like eBay comps within the last like 3-4 days. January 12th, 51.69. 11th did 50. The last 3 did close to that.
Yeah, so 50, 48, 47, 51. And it has gone up a little bit.
Total is 130? Yeah, I could do 110. It's like right around 80%.
That's usually what I'm in for. So
Gotcha.
20 to 25 is usually my normal buy.
So what was your name one more time?
Chuck.
Chuck. Tyler.
CMB cards, that's me.
CMB Cards. You heard the man. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
If you have a general idea of a number that you're looking for those and
those.
these.
Okay. All right, so total sticker is 154. I could meet you at 120 for all of this. Exact values that I had pulled up. Burning Shadows was 13. Crimson Invasion was 9. 5 each for this, so 10 for that. 9 each for these ones. The 3-pack, 6 each for these. And yeah, that's for the packs themselves.
We're really close on what you were quoting.
Yeah, I'm meeting at 77. I'm kind of
exactly.
splitting it a little bit, you know, between both of us here. So
I get you to 110 if I do everything.
110 I couldn't do just given popularity of a lot of the sealed promos, especially with like the Magnetons. But let me see here. 120 for this, and I'll throw this in, and I think that's a pretty good set.
I could do. You know what? No. 120 and add that in.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do it, man. Yeah.
I'm changing my numbers, as I said it, I'm like, you know what? Just let's get it done.
Got a bigger bulk lot of sealed stuff, sealed packs, a couple singles in there, some of the bigger cards there, and then we have some sealed promos. All right, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good doing deals with you. Take a look at our friend here, man. Did a couple deals with him already before. It's good to see an old friend at a card show here. Selling this PSA 9 here for $40. Not too bad. Sticker is 50. Getting rid of our PSA 9s. Can't go wrong with that. All right, so we're working out some deals here. We have our soccer mega box that we've been sitting on for a little bit. We're going to sell that for 15. Let it go for a cheap price.
So the total would be?
That would be 40 and then 15, so 55. And she's also picking up the hangers here. So total is 55. Selling 5 of these, and we have our soccer mega box from Mosaic. Great to see you. Thank you.
Nice
Appreciate
to see
it. Sticker's actually 159. I could do like 110 on it.
How about 100? I don't have $10 bills in here.
I got some change, honestly. I think 110 would probably be my best. I'll throw that in there too, at 110.
Steel finisher?
That's the finisher right there. Misty's Golding.
I'll throw this in there. We can keep it at 100. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah?
I am taking the Misties, though. I'm taking the Misties.
Of course. I expect nothing less. What was your name?
Steve.
Steve, great to meet you, Steve. Tyler. Doing 110 on this whole lot. Sticker is around 160. Got some trainers mixed in there. Got some EXs, GXs. You know, stuff that we've been sitting on for a little bit. Kieran Trainer there, which is a good card. Good lot. It's kind of like one of the last rounds of our bulk lot. So happy to be doing a deal here with Dave and Adams here from New York City. There we are.
Come visit Empire State Building.
There you go. You heard the man. We've been sitting on some of these cards for a little bit, so I'm like, all right, we should probably make a deal for it. A couple older Brady cards there. Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, and a lot of other rookies and stuff like that are all kind of mixed in there too.
I'm interested because it'll give me something to do until my son and wife come home from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think I could offer more than like $100 on it.
That'd be a little tough for us.
Come up another 10-20%, $120.
For the investment side of it, though, it's tough,
You think based on what you have into it from an investment side, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the traveling expenses. It's the buying the product itself, sleeves, box, and all that. Split it with me, 140.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I would, and I appreciate you bringing it up and reaching out to me.
Yeah.
I can't. I'd walk at 121.
Yeah.
And I know I'm on film. So
No. We appreciate this. We're showing the process. Yeah. All right, we'll do 120. Appreciate you taking the time to talk with us too.
I don't know if I can get him to smile for you, but 1940s is from
How long have you been collecting for?
probably 50 years all told.
Wow. Has it been primarily cards and collectibles, really?
Coins. Started with coins. Did a lot of coins and stamps.
What's been the most unique thing that you've either collected yourself or have sold?
Bernie Williams jockstrap.
Bernie Williams jockstrap.
Absolutely true.
What's going on today, guys? It's Tyler here from Time Card Hits. We're with Chris Chelios. Thank you for being on our channel today. What was it like filming the short that you did for the 2002 ESPYs that features you and Samuel L. Jackson?
Well, I'll be honest, I never met him.
Yeah?
We did it in separate cities, but it turned out great, and I finally did. I actually got to run into him at the ESPYs, and he gave me a big smile, and we had a couple drinks together, but it was cool, and the Englewood Jack, I get still to this day.
It's a classic.
They're showing it on scoreboards and stuff, so it's funny.
Tell me what it was like winning your first Stanley Cup, and how did it compare to winning the second and third with Detroit?
Well, I think without a doubt to win the Stanley Cup in Canada, it's pretty special, especially with the Canadians. The history of that team and the tradition, and being single didn't hurt a bit either. We had a blast. I was with 8 rookies, I think, that year, but incredible. It seemed for me anyway, I'd won at every level, high school, college, and I just kind of expected to win in Montreal, and it happened quickly in my career. But the parade, stands out the most. It should have took maybe 2 hours, but because of the traffic and there's over a million people in the streets, never moved the car, so it ended up being 4.5, 5 hours. And I'd say I remembered everything, but I didn't because everybody was handing us drinks from the street to our cars. I rode with Tom Curvers, who was my roommate and partner. But and then fast forward 17 years later, was the drought, and then. Winning in Detroit, I had 4 kids, all old enough to understand because I'd played so long and to that age, and it was different. Sharing it with my family and my kids, and both equally is great. But playing with Brett Hull, a guy that I always wanted to play with. We played together on U.S. teams, but one of my best friends, and be able to win it with him.
Do you remember the first time you saw your own rookie card or sports card?
I do not, because quite honestly, I never knew the card, the business. It wasn't really a business back then. I mean, I collected baseball cards when I was a kid, never hockey cards. I don't know why. But yeah, and then I guess a couple years later I realized it was a thing, and I do know my rookie card, automatically when I see the Montreal Canadiens card. But, my kids got into it a little bit. I paid a little more attention to it, but there were so many different companies, quite honestly.
Oh, yeah,
so many
especially
different
for
cards.
hockey, too, yeah.
Yeah, but every once in a while, they pop up with new ones, and they're really cool, and I go to events like this, and I'm signing cards that I'd never seen, so it's pretty neat.
That's awesome. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, my
Thank you
pleasure.
for being on our channel. What's going on today, guys? It's Tyler here from Time Card Hits. We're at the White Plains Card Show. We have a very special guest on our show today. Thank you for being on our channel. Throughout your career, what was probably one of the most toughest moments that you can recall?
I think the moment throughout my career would be the death of Sean Taylor that stood out. If it came down to any that was significant, I think it just kind of changed the views of life, sports, really that, realizing you was replaceable. To see that, it was like, it just took something out of you.
You talk about replaceable as well, too. I mean, throughout a career like this, with it being so physical, did that ever come to your mind where it's like, oh man, my position is easily filled, and what kind of worry did that cause for yourself?
I think you realize that just through sports, that it's always next man up,
Of course.
High school, college, NFL, it's always who next, they're always looking for new talent. So it was never really like one of those words. It's just like, if you stay on point, you handle your business, you don't have anything to worry about, but it's always who's next.
I got a fun one for you. Do you remember the first time you saw your own rookie card or your own trading card for that matter?
So my first rookie card came from like a rookie premiere, and you could tell because I don't have on no gloves, like no socks, it's just one of those cards. It looked like it's a game card, but if you really look at it, you're like, man, I know he never played.
You collect any of your own cards or any other players that you played with?
I used to. Every now and then, I find a card or two, and I'm like, man, this card dope. So I got a bunch of them. When I was younger, I used to collect basketball cards like Penny Hardaway, Shaq.
Of course, the classics.
But as you get older, or once you get involved in it, it's kind of like, I'm not no card collector. Then you come to the realization, like, this is probably where the money at. I need to go check my collection.
I appreciate your time, my friend.
Yeah,
Thank you.
No problem.
What was it like winning your first championship, and how did it compare to the second and third championships?
It's just part of the game, man. It was just happy to be there, happy to be playing. Wasn't never supposed to be there, but
Okay.
it worked out.
Yes. And tell me, what was the best and worst part of being a wide receiver?
But no bad parts about it.
Okay.
Nothing bad about it.
I always like to ask. I am, it's you never know, right?
I was a walk-on.
Okay.
I never played. A lot of people didn't know that. I walked on to play football. I was a baseball player.
Interesting.
That was my game.
Okay.
I grew up here in South Jersey, down south. But I was a baseball player with Pennsauken High. You probably don't know him, but Dwight Hicks. He's a defensive back that came out of Pennsauken. We all came out of the same high school.
Okay.
I was telling these guys earlier.
Yep.
I'll give you a little trivia that you can use.
Sure.
Out of the town that I grew up in, Pennsauken, right? June they just had a big deal for all of us. It was called the Pennsauken Five.
Interesting.
There's 5 of us, 5 guys from Pennsauken, the town I live in, that were in the NFL at the same time. 4 of us on the same street.
Really?
5th one was one street over. Todd McNair, Billy Griggs, who used to be a tight end for the Jets.
Sure.
His younger brother was deceased now, David. He was a linebacker. My younger brother and myself.
That's awesome.
All 5 of us.
All 5.
And there's another piece of trivia.
Yep.
49ers won 5 Super Bowls.
Yep.
And out of those 5 Super Bowls, there's always been a Pennsauken graduate on that squad.
Really?
Dwight Hicks was for 2, and then I got 3.
That's incredible. I appreciate your time, man. Thank you. We have Ottis Anderson here. Now tell me, what was one of the toughest moments throughout your career?
Well, being a Cardinal and playing against the Giants back in the day was very tough. When they had Harry Carlson, Van Pelt, and then later on Lawrence came to the team. So, being a guy that played against them and then becoming a guy that played with them. So my toughness went to appreciation.
Do you remember the first time you saw your own rookie card or even sports card?
I did, and I was excited because I was like, who took the picture, first of all? and where was I when they did it? Like, why didn't they let me pose? They just took a random picture of me. But when you start getting pictures of you or anything like that, you know you made it. You made it. That's the beginning of making it. Yeah.
Who do you have for winning the Super Bowl this year?
I said Ravens and Rams. And Ravens taking it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Right, yeah.
All right, guys. That is it for today. We had a great time at the Winter Extravaganza. Big thank you to Christy and everybody running this show. What more can I say, guys? We made some deals, met some great athletes. We had a great time, guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. It's Tyler here from Time Card Hits. We'll see you in the next one.